defendant, according to, I guess, his statement, the co-defendant gave her a pill, green pill, with a marking on it, A30. I don't know what that was, if it had fentanyl or some other drugs, but we know the victim is deceased. And then he charged.
What's good, guys? Welcome back to the Milk Carton Series. I'm your host, Stephanie. If you are new, and as always, guys, thank you for tuning in. So today's episode, guys, we will be discussing the 24-year-old Christine Englehart. Now, you guys, if you follow me on Instagram, I did do a short reel on her story. I'm starting to do some of those so that way I can get more traction to my Instagram page. And I hope you guys love it if you want something shorter. So head over there and follow me. But nonetheless, I did cover 24-year-old Christine Englehart. And this story came to me surprisingly on Facebook. It was like a viral post where a young lady was discussing what had happened to her. And she also talked about the two individuals who basically had a part in her dying, which is 21-year-old Yvonne Kohler and then 24-year-old Dorian. These two were arrested for pretty much raping and stealing and resulting in the murder of Christine. So let's backtrack. So in March of 2021 of this year, Christine she's from a community outside of Philadelphia in Pennsylvania. And when I seen that she was from PA, I instantly got intrigued because if you guys been following me, you know that I'm originally from Pennsylvania, but I moved to Baltimore when I was 11, 12-ish or whatever. So I was like, oh my goodness, it could be any one of us. It could be your friends. It could be your family members. It could be anybody. So when I read that, I was like, okay. And then I started to read that she went to Miami on a solo trip. And I was like, oh, that's great. I always have fear of traveling alone. So I always commend people who do travel alone. I always see people say that they do solo trips, and me being misconscious over here, I'm like, oh, hell no. I mean, although I have gone away solo, but it was more so for work. It has not been just, oh, I'm gonna pick up and go and travel. Never has been that type of energy. And I don't really do that because I'm a person that I'm a little scaredy cat. I think about shit. I think about the crazy stuff because I know that this stuff is very real. Although you can go down the street and get killed and all that stuff, it's just something about traveling alone where you're not in your safety net. You're not necessarily near your home. You're not near people you really know unless you go somewhere and you know those individuals. Well, nonetheless, I don't want to take away from the story, but always be safe, guys, when you do travel solo. Plan out where you're gonna go prior. If you have people that live in the area that you're going to, reach out to them. Just let people know exactly where you're going because you just never know what can happen to you. People are crazy. But anyway, Christine decided that she was gonna go on a solo trip. She was super excited that she was about to be going to Miami. I mean, who doesn't love Miami? Although this new generation has totally taken Miami to new heights, baby. I seen photos of everybody down there, the spring breakers, and that's pretty much what had happened. It's across Dorian and Yvonne. If that's how you pronounce his name, sorry if I'm saying it wrong. But nonetheless, she comes across them. They meet at a restaurant. And somewhere in this time, they slip Christine a green pill. Now, green pill can be any type of narcotic. It could be laced with fentanyl. It could be laced with any fucking thing, honestly. You just never know. Nonetheless, she was given this green pill. And it had been stated that Christine was seen looking drowsy. Of course, she appeared drunk. She appeared drunk. Whatever the case is. Christine was not in her normal state. And it had been stated that there was surveillance video showing the two men with Christine walking. They're holding her up, and then you see them go into the hotel lobby, and probably about an hour and a half later, they see the two men coming out, but you don't see Christine. And so Ivor, he basically tells on Dory, and he says, hey, he wanted to basically have sex with her. He basically pushed himself up on her and had sex with her, although both of them did have sex with her. And then he says that this drug that they gave her isn't, I guess, what it came out to be, like fentanyl laced with some other stuff.
Defendant, according to, I guess, his statement, the co-defendant gave her a pill, green pill, with a marking on it, A30. I don't know what that was, if it had fentanyl or some other drugs, but we know the victim is deceased. And then he's charged of burglary with an assault or battery. The initial entry, I don't know if that was...
It seems to be voluntary, but I can't.
Your Honor, from what I understand, what was disclosed to me by the detectives at this time, they're still, the toxicology is still pending. We're not sure what the content of that drug is, but with respect to the victim's inability to consent, apparently it's depicted from the surveillance video again. I had not viewed it. This is coming from the lead detective on this case, that the victim was in no condition, even upon entering the hotel room. She was clearly inebriated under the influence of something, as was depicted via surveillance cameras leading into the hotel, together with the two defendants in this case. And his position was, of course, with a bird bat, it can be the entry or remaining therein, Judge. It can be charged two ways.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm Dr. Quanta Melendez. I've been the legal guardian of Ivor Collier since he was 7 years old. Our mother passed away in 2007. I will speak on behalf of my brother to say that he has never been in any trouble. He just turned 21. He has never been in any type of situation like this. I'm severely bewildered by these charges and accusations against him, but I can attest for his character. And I can attest for responsibility of him standing trial for whatever charges. If you would just please let my brother come home and let our family handle the situation appropriately. We will do whatever is necessary that Miami-Dade County asks of us. But please just let us have the right to get him home and get him safe and out of the jail system. And I will take personal responsibility for him.
From the co-defendant on this case was that they had sex with her multiple times, and once she was unconscious or out, they remained inside the unit, did not call for assistance or help, and began to take all her items.
So, Pillow Cube just sent me this cube-shaped pillow, and I'm totally excited. Let's see what's inside. First off, I really like the construction. It's got a quilted cover built right in, and it's made with high-grade viscoelastic memory foam. The foam itself is infused with bamboo charcoal that absorbs odors. It's shock-resistant and really supportive. It comes with its own custom-sewn.
Fox 5 News is live in El Cerrito now near the college area with what we've learned about the driver. Jamie, good evening.
He said it was a Percocet, but Percocet's not gonna make you that high, like, unless you like a full-blown druggie, because I have taken Percocet for after surgery. It numbs the pain, but it doesn't necessarily get you high unless there's some other OD type stuff out there, you know what I'm saying? But people, again, use fentanyl. They use it to lace up other types of drugs. That's why a lot of people who smoke marijuana or they're like getting other types of drugs, you got to really make sure you're not getting it from a dirty drug dealer, because people are lacing up fentanyl because it speeds up the product. Y'all be watching these drug documentaries and they be lacing up that stuff with fentanyl, and that shit is very dangerous. It can kill you. So pretty much after doing what they do to Christine, they leave her. She's really unconscious because she is drugged, y'all. Like, she's drugged. And they leave her, they take her money, her credit cards, they take everything that Christine had, pretty much. And these fools go out to the liquor store, they go into ATMs and stuff, and basically rob this girl. Literally take her money, spending it. Like, excuse you, come again. And dum-dums, you know you're going in places that have cameras and that can track her credit card. Are you dumb? Like, people don't be thinking what they be doing. Like, you're dumb. And so, as I was trying to find like how they found Christine, I believe it could have been that maybe she wasn't answering her phones, or she was ready to, to get on her flight but didn't make her flight, and her family, was worried about her. So I believe that she was found in her hotel room. There's not a lot of information on that, and I do know they're still waiting. Like, they haven't posted like her toxicology report either, because if they determine if the green pill was in her system, then of course they will be charged, with murder, or I believe it could be manslaughter, depending on what they go for. But most likely it'll be murder if they do find it. But I think they can do manslaughter, in the meantime. But nonetheless, Christine was found dead, and I'm pretty sure she probably overdosed on whatever they gave her, because healthy young lady, her family says she was full of life, full of energy. She was a runner. Like, she was a healthy girl. But law enforcement ends up picking them up due to properly, going through protocols of seeing who maybe have came encounter with Christine, and that's how they found the two. And these two were out literally spending her money when they went after them. And so they end up picking them up, and that's when, like I said previously, the one guy, he starts telling on the other one, and pretty trying to cover his tracks, like, hey, this is what happened. But you know what? I try to tell my children, and I try to put this in their head, it doesn't matter who did what. If you were with them, you are most likely going to get the same charge, depending on the circumstances, especially if someone dies in this process. Like, that's if you steal a car and you crash into somebody and they die, you're gonna probably get the same thing. Or if you go rob a bank, like it happened to my older brother. Like, you gotta make conscious decisions out here when you're doing stuff. So I really try to tell my children this. And so Christine lost her life. Like, she went down to Miami to have a great time, a great solo trip, and sadly that was her last trip that she would ever make, and she didn't deserve that. Nobody deserves that. And I think it was a post that I came across too, like looking, some girl was like, wow, who would have thought that the rapist would be right behind me, because it was a lot of spring breakers that went down there in Miami in March of this year. So a lot of people was like, oh my God, like one of the dudes, he was like in one of my photo bomb photos and stuff. Crazy. Like, you just truly never know people's true intentions, especially when you're going to hot spots in big time frames. Like, you gotta be a little bit more aware, and it sucks because we shouldn't have to live like that. But that is pretty much the case of Christine. And I thought by now, that's why I kind of waited to put her video on here, because I thought by now maybe the toxicology report would have came out or more information, but there hasn't been any new info to come out yet. All of these articles are still old from like March of this year. But hold on, y'all. It's this man. I told y'all he come past here every day with this dang on lawnmower. Y'all, it is 1 o'clock. Why? Like, why? But anyways, I'm really sending her parents and her family love and light, because like, I cannot imagine like my baby, like my daughter or my son. I cannot imagine. And we have to like just be a little bit more aware of what we're doing, and truly thinking about the decisions that we make as well, because one decision can change the game for you, and it sucks. Even if you didn't want to do something, but you still raped her. At the end of the day, you still had sex with this girl unconscious. And although they can't prove if she took the pill by herself or whatever, you had the intentions to do something to her. You had the intentions. Whether she said, hey, I want to do that. She can't say no in this moment because she's unconscious. And even if she could, the moment she says the word no, you are not obligated to do anything with her, because she has taken back what she felt like she didn't want to give, but she couldn't have because she was unconscious. Like, what the hell? But that is pretty much the story of 24-year-old Christine Englehart. She was a bright young lady. She had so much to live for, so much to do in this short span of her life. 24 is very young. And sadly, we are continuing to lose a lot of young people. Every time I turn on the news or every time I go on Murder Ain't Be More, it's always somebody new. Literally the other day, it was like 4 young ladies got killed within one day. One freaking day. As always, guys, I'm sending you all love and light, especially to the family and friends. I pray that you do get the justice that you seek in this. And I pray that, you know, Christine spirit lives on through you all. It's hard. And yeah, so I really do am sending love and light, guys. That was a tough one, so sad. But as always, guys, I see you. Don't forget, as always, to like and subscribe if you are new to the family, and come join me on my Instagram as well. Bye, guys.